Amazing, beautiful people, how you doing? Welcome back to another first time reaction video. This one is something I'm a little bit excited about. So I've been getting loads of recommendations, and please keep the recommendations coming. Fill up my comment section with recommendations, different anime videos you'd like me to react to. I literally decide what I'm going to react to based on the comment section, and make sure you subscribe before you leave a comment because it boosts your comment, makes it easier for me to see. So press the subscribe button. But anyway, I've been reading the comment section and I saw one title that kind of piqued my interest, and it is literally, I found the worst rated anime on the internet. Now this is a video that a channel called Scambolly Reviews uploaded quite a while ago, and it kind of piqued my interest. I don't know anything about this channel, so shout out Scambolly Reviews, link to their channel in the description. They made this video, so go show them some love. But a lot of people are saying this is a very interesting, funny, and kind of crazy reaction video to do, and maybe I should check it out, and I thought it could be kind of fun. Could be kind of fun to check out what is the worst rated anime of all time. What is it? And what happens in it? I kind of want to know. So I'm a little bit excited about this reaction, so let's just jump straight into it. This sounds like it's gonna be kind of fun. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to I found the worst rated anime on the internet.
What is this? Poop? Poop? Dude. Stop. Please, no more. Please, no more. The animation. Oh my God, the animation. Wiz Khalifa. It was a night like any other.
What the fuck was that opening? Was that all part of the anime? I may have bitten off more than I can chew with this one.
Cold winter air caressed my neck as I hunched over my desk. To my surprise, a foul stench took up residence in my shabby masturbatory. I shit myself, I thought. Not again.
What?
But to my misfortune, it wasn't poop this time.
Oh, okay.
It was a stench of discovery. And
Did he say, to my misfortune, it wasn't poop? He wanted it to be poop?
Is exactly what I did, baby. With a lack of sleep and the impulse to reach the very end of my anime list to find the worst anime ever made, no matter how long it took, I set sail. The views, the power, the women, I would have it all with a video like this.
True.
And after 1 minute and 30 seconds, the impossible happened. I got bored and gave up. Let's Google it. Finally, we've arrived at our options. Here's how this video is going to work. You and I are going to skip through the first anime together. Then, we're going to watch pretty much a whole movie while I hold your hand and talk about it. And on the last anime, I'll summarize it and we'll have a fun time. Feel free to use the timestamps if you get sick of hearing me talk about any one of these absolute titans. Mars of Destruction, Dark Cat, and Vampire Holmes. Gentlemen, ladies, I'll see you on the other side. Mars of Destruction.
Alright, so we're watching free anime. Alright, we're going for free anime. And I've already forgotten their names. Mars Destruction, Black Cats, and Vampire Diaries or something. Yeah? Yeah, nailed it. Alright, okay. Alright, I thought it was going to be one. Free? It's going to be interesting.
Destruction is somehow the lowest rated anime on this list. It's about a future version of Earth where aliens invade Japan. Only Japan. This sparked curiosity in me. Okay. Why is it that in anime, aliens only seem to invade Japan? And the only reasonable deduction I could come to is that it's gotta be the K-pop. Aliens love K-pop. That's just some trivia. Let's talk about the show. I was obviously gonna...
Of course, because K-pop comes from Japan. Don't get me wrong, K-pop is massively popular in Japan, but the clue is in the name where it comes from. Also... yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that the media is from Japan. I know he's only fucking around. But it's interesting he points it out because in the, American movies, the aliens always attack America. But you'd think they'd go for the biggest landmass, like Russia, or even one of the most, individualized ones, like Africa. But they always go for America, and more specifically, North America. In every alien movie. Strange, isn't it? Strange that always happens.
Watch the dub because usually the English version makes the show way worse. So while the intro was playing, I noticed something.
Oh?
What the fuck? The music will deadass change depending on if you're watching the dub or sub. Not only that, but other sound effects were clearly incorrect.
What? What?
The subtitles were off.
I swear, I never touched the girl.
I realized that these aren't...
Oh my god, this sounds amazing!
Young, fresh, ambitious voice actors excited to do their job. These are a bunch of people that just don't give a fuck. This is a crew of broken men. Too bothered to even give a fuck about whether they're fired or not, or go homeless. You can't just deliver a line like this and keep going.
I don't know if I can do it. Okay. All boarding the 7:25 train from Indianapolis to Seattle.
I guess 4 guys got bored.
What? Is that real? Oh my god, I want to watch this anime now.
And decided to dub the entire episode and make most of the sound effects themselves. It's really the only existing dub of the show I could find. So we have 2 options. We can either watch it how the Japanese intended, or watch it how 4 drunk white guys in an attic intended. I think my
Now I know what option I'm picking. I know what I'm going for.
Choice is obvious. The show kicks off with some girls fighting the dumbest looking aliens I've ever seen.
The choice is obvious.
I mean, look at this.
Oh. Oh shit. Damn. Are these actually the sound effects?
That is until our lead protagonist arrives to save the day, Tommy, who promptly gets beat up and hospitalized. This is one of the lamest and most slow-paced fight scenes you and I are going to see for a long time. It's actually awkward how quiet and muffled everything is as this puppet monster goes to give Tommy a titty twister. While in the
There's
America
no
version,
way
you got
that's the
Power
voice.
Rangers music. You got monster noises. You got stuff like this.
Tommy!
I'm having a blast
What
at this point, so I get to push.
Oh my god, this video is already the best video I've ever done. Oh my god. That's Tommy. Tommy. I reckon that's exactly how she would have sounded.
After the battle, Tommy ends up hospitalized and having flashbacks of his past where they copy Evangelion, but in the fight, his girlfriend's brain has been damaged. It appears that to preserve her life, they have to replace her brain with that of a dolphin. My heart dropped at this point because I realized that I had almost no fucking clue what was actually going on and would have to switch to the normal version. Now that I understand what's going on, the story explains AST, Anti-Unidentified Ancient Special Team, Defenders of Earth, composed of the best martial artists, swordsmen, and gun people, and Tommy, who is just in high school. That's the thing that the narrator thinks of. That's the only thing they can say. He's not really good at anything. They don't even know why he's on the team. This is boring. Let's see how the dub is doing.
Past is made up from people taken from various police.
Yolanda better get an intro.
The gang is on their way to
Oh my god, it's the I thought Ghost Stories dub might be the greatest dub of all time. I don't know, man. I feel like there's some pretty hidden gems out there. This is pretty great.
A research center to transport shards from the broken spaceship that popped in the beginning. But a car explodes. The ancients try to hijack this car, I guess, and this big guy shows up, so Tommy shows up, and then Tommy runs to get the bad guy, and the bad guy, well, I guess Tommy's out again. Things are looking grim.
Man, Tommy's really useless.
Just standing there, and Tommy has to save everyone with a brand new plasma rifle that can only fire 1 shot. Luckily, the monster doesn't really seem to be putting anyone in danger, just really likes choking people.
Okay.
Wham! Tommy aces the monster in 1 shot and the day is saved.
Yay!
But then it's revealed that the ancients are actually Martians. But then it's also revealed that the Martians are the true Earthlings all along. All in a triumphant twist to really confuse. Wait, that's the end? There's no other episodes. It just ends there. 1 episode was enough. The show is extremely awkward. There's next to no sense of realism in any of the scenes, and there's an immense amount
they
of
ripped that guy
silence,
apart,
just drowning out any sort of cinematic impression that the show could have been trying to leave on you. Not only that, but the dialogue is like reading the back of a pill bottle. Just shut up. Which is what made switching to the dub so entertaining. Literally any time the Japanese version started boring me, I could just immediately switch to the dub and have fun. I loved watching this. Weirdly, it also magnified how absurd a lot of normal anime scenes are too. The way they highlight grunts and intentionally make pauses in sentences awkward translates to other shows.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, yeah, realistically, the constant are pretty dumb. Rating my overall...
Yeah, they are. They are pretty dumb. But they're just part of the anime, like, selection box that we just, you know, deal with, you know? We get the random grunts, the random pauses, you know? The looks, you know, the and it's just like no one talks, like 5 seconds, they just, like, look at each other. Tommy!
All enjoyment, I give this a 7 out of 10. Would sort of recommend. The original Japanese version would be like torture. The story is beyond boring. It's not even really funny, ironically, like other shows on this list. But if you can switch back and forth like myself, or just watch the fan dub, which is 100% on YouTube, go for it. It's only 20 minutes long.
Nice. You know, fuck it. I'll try and find the fan dub as well, and I'll leave a link in my description to that too. I'll try and basically anything that's mentioned on YouTube, I'll leave a link, and of course, I'm gonna leave a link to our boy's channel as well. So make sure you go check out the original video. All right, we're moving on to the next one. I'm gonna be honest, that anime looked kind of fun. I'm already kind of tempted to watch that episode. Maybe I should do a reaction to it. I kind of want to watch it. You know, the concept doesn't even sound that bad either, you know? Martians that are actually the true Earthlings coming back and want to take over Earth that the Earthlings stole from them. And they have lasers that can zap and explode people, and someone's brain gets replaced with a dolphin. And there's this guy, Tommy. He's there too. I'm up for that kind of story. I'm sold.
The city is in great peril. Girls around the country have been disappearing.
Oh,
but that's
Dark
not
Cat.
important. Look at this stupid idiot.
You'll have to forgive me.
For what?
I can't offer you anything to
You
drink.
bitch!
I can't get
You
out of
useless
bed.
bitch! Oh, that's all right.
Early on, I began to take note of how bad the voice acting is.
I'm already
There's not
loving
really
it.
a lot of emotion in these lines, just words.
You should get some sleep.
Okay, why are we paused for so long?
No! I can't fall asleep. I'll die.
What are you talking about?
That is
You died a long
relatable
time ago.
response.
The girl is a ghost or something and tries to kill the edgy guy, but the edgy guy's like, trust me, it'll be cool. And then she's like, well, I guess he told me it'll be cool, and decides not to shred him like confetti. This is one of our male leads, Hyoi.
Wait. What was she about to do to the guy? There was like a claw that sort of came behind him like the new Jurassic World trailer, you know? All right, fair enough. He's friends with that dinosaur from Jurassic World. Also, she's a ghost. Damn, man, they dropping that twist on us within the first 10 seconds?
This is Ayumi. She is asthmatic, a bit of a simp, and clearly voiced by at least a 49-year-old woman.
Hey, you know, you sound like my mom.
Your mom's dead, you're old.
Ayumi is special because the story told us she's special, and her cat is actually this guy's brother because this guy can turn into a cat sometimes to fight evil, and so can his brother. How do they fight evil? Well, funny enough, this is actually where the story gets sort of creative. Instead of having a generic superpower like flight or super strength, they go meow and turn into cats. This is f***ing retarded. Anyway, Ayumi finally meets.
How is that where it gets creative? Actually, this is the part where the anime gets really good, right? So instead of having these cool epic fights, nah, man, they don't do that, right? You know what they do? They meow. Nah, it sounds really shit when I say it out loud like
It's
that.
Hyoi, and she's all like,
Damn, bitch, keep it down.
I'm Hoi Kagasa.
wow,
Damn.
that was not the voice I was expecting.
No.
Even after watching the movie, I don't really know why he randomly
Wait,
chose
it's a
to
movie?
introduce himself to her, or why his brother was watching the whole thing and was like,
Oh, yeah.
here we go again. What do you mean, here we go again? Is there a recurring problem with him introducing
Wait, he
himself
actually
to
said that?
minors? Oh. Two more characters we need to introduce before we get to the fun part.
Oh, no.
Here's Hiroki, the most pathetic, depressed, and realistic character I've ever seen in my life.
I'm never gonna have a real girlfriend. I'm gonna be by myself forever.
I guess his whole thing is that he's
Let's be real, we've all said that at some point. Let's be real. Let's be real. Some of you are saying it right now. I know some of you just said it. No, you don't need to. Look, don't worry, all right? Look, sometimes you don't need a real girlfriend. That's why you have your bros. Your bros can be your girlfriend.
been
Okay?
transmuted
Always remember
into
that.
a Reddit mod after some trauma. So now at least
The best bros are everything you need them to be, and that includes your girlfriend.
I guess his whole thing is that he's been transmuted into a Reddit mod after some trauma. So now at least 90% of his dialogue is him saying relatable shit all the time. Ayumi saves Hyoi from getting bullied by Sylvester Stallone, and he lies there all
Sylvester
depressed
Stallone!
until she checks on him.
Let's split before they both get their periods. What a pussy, let's get out of here.
Then he says, "Peace off." But she goes home all sad
Nice!
and announces her feelings out loud. This is where it gets good. The next day at school,
Oh, it
Ayumi is
gets
doing
good now.
chores and she knocks
Gets
down the
good.
trash she was carrying. Some teacher notices and man, their interaction is so weird, I'm just gonna play it.
Oh, look at what you've done. You've made such a mess.
Such a mess.
It's
Yes, ma'am.
leaves.
I'll clean it up. Where are you going? To get the broom. Do it with your hands.
What?
What did you say? Get
Oh my
down
God,
on your
she's
knees
serious.
And pick it up with your hands.
This isn't anime,
Do
this
it.
is smut. Yuck.
Stop
I need
it.
exactly 3 paper
Hurry
towels,
up,
1 half
May.
pump
Come
lotion in
on.
2 minutes.
What do you think you're doing?
Meet Rui, part-time alpha male, full-time
Okay, that's a weird scene. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to say. That teacher's a bit of a dick. But then again, she shouldn't have dropped the trash, so it's all on her, really, when you think about it.
So she goes to meet the teacher just like she said, and
What just flashed up
that
there?
smut joke very quickly became not a joke. They start playing jazz. She leans over this little dude saying, "Hey, come on." Like the dude in the
why
beginning,
her
it's all bad.
Her eyes are... What school is this? Man, the teachers are wild here. Her eyes went red like the ghost girl at the beginning.
And right as they lean over for a kiss, bam, a wiener's crawling out of her mouth. Surprise! Big Brother breaks in and explains that every human has a little bit of evil inside of them that can be used to distort the soul or whatever, and begins to suspect that someone is behind this.
Wait, a wiener crawled out of her mouth? Nah, man, abort mission.
And someone is behind this. It's a green booger man!
No, the green booger guy! It's the Grinch!
To turn everyone into demons. He's also the one
He's
who
here to steal
trained
Christmas!
The Dark Cat brothers, who later decide to fight against evil. And the fight that comes right after finding that out is where you realize exactly how stupid the transformations are.
It's like
and
The
how
Thing.
awkward and ear-grating the voice acting is.
It's like The Thing.
But then one of the cats pulls out a sword and Booger Man is all like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And
I
literally
agree.
runs away seconds after. The little one's like, "Fuck, dude, what are we gonna do?" And the big one's all like, "Want a macrodose on DMT in the woods?" While they're bugging out, Ayumi goes to check on Hiroki and
What?
basically throws herself at him. Unfortunately, Hiroki started moderating the r/atheism subreddit and hates God, life, and women now.
So depressing.
Don't touch it.
He tells her about when he
Don't touch it. He weren't talking about the light switch by the sounds of it. I'm still trying to get over the whole damn teacher thing and the thing animation for the weird creature that was in the freaking field. Was that the teacher? Did the thing that came out? Did the thing come out of her mouth, or has she still got like a penis inside of her? And no, I don't mean that way. Although that way would make a lot more sense.
He got the worst friend zoning of all time, and now his entire school life is in shambles. He literally stopped sleeping, stopped showing up to school. It's actually pretty messed up. On the other hand, we find out that Ayumi is secretly in love with Hiroki as she starts lovingly reminiscing over their childhood photos. I mean crying. She's now crying. Ayumi is very sad that Hiroki is sad about another woman. That's very important. Remember that. Meanwhile,
remember
to wreak havoc on the city and turn everyone into monsters. This is
Damn,
bad
bro.
because the big one is still tripping out, talking to trees and finding himself. And probably shitting all over himself. He's part cat, and that looks like a phenomenal trip.
Okay.
Too good not to shit yourself on.
Yep.
This means a little...
What was the deal with the random clothes that were like drawn on there? Is that person naked? There's nakedness in this anime? Shit, man. I gotta watch this.
Brother has to fight the tentacle demons all by himself. He gets his ass kicked until the magic conch shell starts saying, "Use the sword.
Use the sword, bro."
Sword.
The sword. Use the sword.
Oh, it actually... Oh, it actually did say use the sword. I thought he was joking. I thought he was fucking with us. It actually did say it.
Demon issue is really
That's
a big
crazy.
deal. I mean, he just cuts the guy real good once and he's out. So fast forward to the next day.
Nice work, man. Well
Hyoyi
done.
randomly asks Ayumi's best friend if he can walk her home. On the way, she says this.
Well, there's sure been a lot of strange things happening lately. I'm not saying it's her fault. But if Aime's feelings are attracting some evil presence, I wonder if someone's stalking her.
Huh? How the fuck does she know any of that? There's not been a single scene where this chick sees any monsters or weird behavior, and she's talking about some stalker?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. It's so weird that it's raining right now. I don't care about what he was saying about the stalker. It's so strange because earlier it was sunny and now it's raining. That's strange, man. That's strange. That's the main thing that's bothering me here. I don't give a fuck about anything else. No, it makes sense that she would understand that information. I think he's crazy. The animation isn't actually that bad. It's obviously a bit like, it depends. It depends when this came out. If this came out last year, it's not great. Like, in the video's 4 years old. Maybe it came out 5 years ago. I'm guessing it came out a while ago because it matches the sort of art style. But the voice acting is pretty peak, actually, now I think about it. In fact, it's just incredible all around, really.
What? Completely random, and turns out she's right. Ayumi's been attracting monsters like a magnet because of her excess of negative feelings. I mean, objectively, Hiroki is the most tortured character in the show and definitely has more negative feelings than her, but anyway. Hyoyi rushes over to the school where the booger monster has turned almost everyone into monsters.
Damn!
Dark cats unite!
Well,
we are on
did he really just say that?
Dark
I am.
Wait. Some of the I honestly feel like some of the lines aren't real. Like they must have just been like superimposed over the damn story. Why would he say that?
And Hiroki used this chance to slip out and escape to another classroom because they can't leave the school. They hadn't thought that far. Hiroki decides that in the middle of this life-threatening situation to be all like, oh, I wonder if Hiromi's farted today.
Oh, my neck!
The girl just starts freaking out because she's triggered by jealousy, and the Booger Man appears to just start talking shit for no reason.
Hey, what does he say?
Watch this! This can't be!
He turns her into a monster and basically says that since Hiroki ignored Ayumi so hard for that other girl, her feelings of hatred became strong enough for him to manipulate her evil energy, blah, blah, blah. Basically,
So
she
she
becomes a
turned
beacon of
into-
evil, and it's impossible to save her now. So the two brothers have to decide on whether to purify her using magic and save her soul, or pure kung fu, baby.
Nice, nice. Do we purify her or do we whoop her weird booger tentacle the thing John Carpenter ass? Yeah. It's fucking... Was it Kurt Russell? Is that the guy who was in the movie? It's Kurt Russell.
Save her!
Save her!
It's actually pretty sad how weak these guys seem. Even I wanted to pitch in after hearing how they fight. At some point,
Yeah, we should give 'em a
Jukaboo
hand,
says,
really.
stop! So they both actually stop. Kiwi finally asks the question,
This is
why are
very
you doing
weird.
this? And his response is,
Every human being has both good and evil in their spirit, and as
Oh, there. He 100% forgot his line for a moment and tried to roll with it.
they take the fight outside and Jugamongo gets serious.
Nice.
I want you to close your eyes and imagine the literal embodiment of evil. What would
Alright, here we go.
the physical manifestation of
Alright. Physical manifestation of evil. What am I imagining right about now? Okay. Alright, I got an image in my mind. Alright.
negativity and hatred look like? Oh. While that's still going on, Hiroki stares a little too deeply into the tentacles and falls in love. Seriously?
No, I was thinking.
realized that we were meant for each other. And I'm sorry that I let you down.
Wait, this
But
is
now
real,
we'll finally
real
be
dialogue?
together for eternity.
Even so, she's like, how could you love someone else? And he's like, true. And she's like, well, okay, I didn't really need much convincing anyway. I just wanted to hear you say it. And are raptured right after. So they're dead. Let's check on the Biggs the cat fight. Oh, he got cut once, so he's dead. And the story ends. There's a lot to decompress here, so I'll do my best to quickly and accurately relay my thoughts so we can get to the last show. The voice acting is some of the worst. There are constant moments where I'm like, wait, what did you say?
Let's get out of here.
There's moments where I'm deeply disturbed, and I have real specific gripes with certain characters. Hiroki is clearly just voiced by some man.
Hey, man. I'm not some trick pony that you see at the sideshow at the seashore. Cut me some slack pops and let me go home.
The fuck are you talking about?
The pause on the teacher's face was way too much. I'm not just some pony. What is he even on about, man? What the actual fuck? Oh my god, this anime looks amazing. It actually looks amazing. It actually looks fantastic. I'm watching the shit out of this. What is it called? The Dark Cats? Is that what it's called? It looks well cool. This is the anime of the year.
Some PA's cousin or maybe a janitor who got roped into doing the role. On the flip side, this anime is clearly from a different time, so they swore much more frequently and were kind of savage with how the characters talk.
I'd like to see you after school for a little while today.
Yeah?
3:30, room 2B.
Oh, man. What a bitch.
Alright.
I enjoyed that quite a bit, so that's gonna bring the score up a tad. The art is not the worst, but deeply disturbing nonetheless. A lot of the imagery is really gross, and the fights look awkward. There's definitely more for me to dislike than there is for me to enjoy. And
the art is weirdly gross. Like, it is. But in like a kind of odd, good quality kind of way. That's what I mean. The animation is not awful. It's alright.
finally, the story. You just watched it. I don't really have much to say. The only thing I wasn't able to
Story's
touch on was
amazing.
just
10 out of
how
10 story,
corny the whole thing is. Like, the characters just going...
Oh yeah, what about the ghost thing at the beginning? Was that never addressed? I thought she was a ghost. You said she's been dead for ages? Where does that fit into the story?
These corny ass rants and do stuff like that. Dark Cats Unite nonsense. Overall, I
Are they
rate my
trying to
enjoyment
be
of
like
this
the
one a 7.
Thundercats?
It was fun and had me cracking up, but I pretty much...
This guy literally just spent the last minute shitting on this. This was awful. This was bad. I really didn't like any of it. I didn't like none of this. I didn't like that. I didn't like this. This was the worst thing I ever said. 7 out of 10.
Showed you all the funny parts.
Bro is copying IGN with his
I
ratings.
wouldn't recommend watching it yourself.
Alright, what's the next one? Vampire Homies. Nice. That's definitely what it says.
謎を解かない、推理をしない、名探偵ホームズの話。
Alright. Animation seems...
What the fuck? Sherlock Holmes. Quirky, yet competent detective who's not afraid to get his hands dirty to solve a case. Sherlock Holmes doesn't give a fuck about everlasting love or little idle songs. He cares about chewing on banana peels or whatever British people...
Banana peels? Also, beans on toast is fucking amazing. I don't understand why people got such gripes with beans on toast, man. Beans on toast is great. It is very good, alright? It's very good. What I do as a British person is I get a part-baked baguette. I put it in the oven with some cheese in the middle, right? I take that bad boy out. I fill it with beans. I chop that bad boy up. You got a bean and cheese part-baked baguette. Oh, fucking delicious. Black pudding, I don't think that's British. Isn't that Scottish? I'm not sure. It might be British. It's actually quite nice. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat it anymore because black pudding is literally blood. Yes, it is. Not a big fan of. And an eel pie or whatever the fuck that's supposed to... I don't even know what that is. You can buy them, but they're not a British thing. It's more of a meme.
Like to do. That's a joke. That's a joke. But as you can see, very early on in the opening, you get the eerie sense that something isn't right.
What? Yeah, she's getting treated like Jesus. Yo, load.
Vampire Holmes is about, you guessed it, Sherlock Holmes, but vampire. However, in this anime, he sits on his couch all day and reads about cows while Hudson tries to get him to solve mysteries. The show's a little bit different from the others in that it's seemingly self-aware and doesn't take itself too seriously. It's even genuinely funny at times, but don't let that fool you. There's a reason for this rating. The animation actively challenges your idea of bad art. It looks like shit. There's not a single frame that I can pause on and justify to a stranger. I would just be...
I do have to be honest. The animation, comparatively to the other two, it's on another level.
Be like,
are you winning, son?
It's fat bitches mud wrestling, I swear! You can tell the artist really didn't want any part in making new backgrounds because almost the entire anime takes place in this sad little room. And the characters, there's always something wrong with the characters.
The voice acting sounds
Why does he look like Hudson just said something deeply disrespectful?
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Did this show draw characters? Yes. Did they make them move? No. The story really isn't doing the show any favors either. Episode 1. Hudson harasses and pressures Sherlock into solving a crime. Sherlock picks finding a lost this thing, briefly.
So for some reason we have Sherlock Holmes and then Hudson. Why do we not have Watson? I don't understand. If it's called Sherlock Holmes, did they just... you know what? I honestly reckon they just forgot the name. They're like, all right, we're going to call this anime Holmes, the vampire, and of course his trusty sidekick, I want to say Hudson?
Episode 2. Gay tensions rise as Sherlock finds another case to solve. Just kidding, he's laying on the floor. Episode 3. Sherlock eats cake while talking about how he doesn't have friends. At this point, even I was getting angry that Sherlock was such a lazy piece of shit. Why won't you work, Sherlock? Whoa, oh my god, that's really cool. Then, on our 4th episode, Sherlock sells Hudson's ass for a year worth of rent.
What?
And it sounds like I'm picking random details out to make the show look odd. No. The main arc of episode 4 is about Sherlock pawning Hudson's B-card for a roof over his head. Every episode is set around some mundane activity. It really is the Cowboy Bebop of the 2010s. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where this whole vampire thing comes into play.
Yeah.
I think the creators of the show would also like to know. Throughout the entire 12 episodes, that whole thing isn't mentioned once. However, in the last 2 episodes we get kind of close. There's werewolves. You dumbass, that says werewolves. Apparently there's some werewolves going around and Sherlock decides to go out on a long walk without inviting Hudson. The next morning, Hudson reads the daily paper. No. Sherlock has been working on this case the whole time. His Zanny box, the room drawing, everything. Oh, never mind, a dog bit his head, so I guess that means he didn't solve the case. The end. The characters are really strange. I had this strong compulsion.
I'm gonna be honest, this sounds fucking amazing. This sounds like the best anime I've ever heard. I especially love the idea of having characters just sit in a room and not do anything for 12 episodes. That is so cool. Yeah, I love the idea of Sherlock Holmes being a vampire, but also not a vampire. That's cool as well. Wow. I'm sold. The other two were lower rated than this? Okay.
To murder Hudson despite him doing nothing wrong.
Shoot him! Shoot the baby teeth right out his mouth.
I also liked and disliked Sherlock. He's really funny at times, but super annoying on other points. Then there's the satanic.
Also, our guy has shown us nothing funny. He's shown us not one. He keeps saying this anime is actually really funny. There's a lot of really funny scenes. I'm not going to show you any of those though.
And a cat that Sherlock makes friends with, but whew, that's for another episode. Overall, I give the characters a C. I know we already talked about the art, but maybe we misjudged some things.
No, he hasn't.
I didn't misjudge anything. As for the story, when they actually tried to get serious both times, I couldn't help laughing. It's impossible to take this show seriously, and for that,
like what?
I'm gonna have to give this show some points. It's so stupid and so ugly that when the story actually tells.
I fuck with this guy a lot. That's hilarious. I love that he's literally like, man, I really tried to get serious and it just failed, which made me love it.
With a banger of a joke, it magnifies the hell out of it. It's like when a fat guy does a cartwheel, like, holy shit, did that fat guy just do a cartwheel? It's kind of normal for skinny people, but when the fat guy, it's funny. Overall, I rate my enjoyment of the show a solid 8. By far my favorite show on this list. I wouldn't really recommend it to you.
It looks awful!
Like Mars of Destruction, it's really short, so you can squeeze in a few laughs if you're curious.
I would have watched all of the others over that. He made that one look so bad. What's the dementia section?
Wipe me, please.
The dementia section. I don't know what it is, I just know that I don't like it. At the start of this video, I was on the prowl, looking for some real nasty garbage, and I found it. Most of the truly bad shows on my anime list are in this dementia section. Shitcom. I was so excited to talk about this one because of the name. Sitcom. Poop, get it? Well, that went out the window. This one made me so mad, and there's more, which taught me a valuable lesson. Not all bad anime is good anime. Here and here are where you want to be. As long as you're at least okay and above, great job. And if you pass a certain threshold of bad, you start to get irony, and you can laugh at how dumb it is, like a blind dog. But once you're below average and not bad.
Not true about the blind dog. That one I'm taking. When I was saying true, I meant. I didn't mean the blind dog part.
You get irony, and you can laugh at how dumb it is, like a blind dog. But once you're below average
again,
and not bad enough to laugh at, that's a danger zone. It's common knowledge that these are the 3 states of anime. Unfortunately, I discovered the existence of a 4th zone. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure tier. No, but sometimes a show is just so trash that you can't even absorb a smidge of entertainment out of it. I ran into a lot of that, so there's a few shows I finished and didn't bother mentioning because it's boring.
What the fuck is that?
We all learned a valuable lesson at the end of the day, which will
you didn't tell us any of those names.
Enjoy this type of video. I actually saved the worst rated anime for another time. So if you want to see more stuff like this and the Demon King Academy thing, be sure to let me know.
What?
Bro
is the...
Alright, let's do it.
Bro, is it just a tease? Bro, is a tease. What was that ending? My guy was literally like, oh, by the way, I didn't even talk about the actual worst rated anime. And also there was a bunch of ones I watched that were horrible, but I'm not going to mention them either. So yeah, ha, bye. Like, what? What's the best bad anime this season? I found the worst rated anime on the internet. I sourced my second channel. Is there another one? Is there a part 2? What the hell? Don't read this. What does he say? Don't read this, man. I'm going to read it. This video covers some real garbage, such as Mars Destruction, Dark Cat, and Vampire Holmes. It briefly shows and talks about Poopa. Is that how I say it? Utsu, Musume, Sayori, Wonder Momo, and some other stuff. So here's a review analysis of things to talk about. I take it back. It's actually a funny anime reaction. So my anime list stuff. Ha 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 ha. There you go. I'm singing. What? Was he deranged when he wrote that? This whole reaction was insane. Why is it that the one he said was alright the most was the one that I thought looked the worst? The Sherlock Holmes one looked so boring. Like, the idea of just two dudes talking in a room for 12 episodes? I saw enough of that when I watched Reincarnated as a Slime Season 3. I don't need to watch a whole damn anime season of it. I already did. What the hell? The other ones looked kind of funny. The Mars one is only 1 episode, so fair enough. And the dub looks hilarious, so I'm gonna be real. Kind of want to watch that. The Dark Cats. Was it called Dark Cats? I swear he changed it multiple times. What's it called? Yeah, Dark Cat. Dark Cat. That one looked kind of. I don't know, man. That one looked just a kind of. I don't even know how to describe it. But the Sherlock vampire one looked pants. What does he mean, bro? All right, we gotta check out more like this. I'm kind of with Scambolly reviews now. I kind of want to know what the worst anime of all time is. I want to know. I want to find it. One terrible anime could change America. He's got a video of that. This is what a terrible anime looks like. He released it 2 years ago. High School of Dead was wild, and it's just like a woman's butt. That looks alright. We should watch that. This is Sekai was too realistic. When drunk people create an anime. My god, this guy's channel's awesome. Alright, let me know in the comment section. What video are we reacting to next? Alright, let me know down below. What are we reacting to next? What should we check out? Is there a video that literally has the #1 worst anime of all time? I want to know, and I want to watch it. And please, make sure you go support our boy, Scambolly Reviews. Alright, link to his channel's in the description. Alright, go check him out. He's the one who made this video, so go show him some love. I don't really know what to say. This reaction was insane. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, you watched till the end, so joke's on you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I don't know. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck in whatever you're doing. And as always, you will see me in the next video.